welcome back to my channel, and in this video we are traveling to my 21st country, which is Sri Lanka, which is now turned visa free for all Indian travelers. I'm currently at the Chennai airport. I'm taking an Air India to Colombo and I'll see you guys there. I'm finally in Colombo and I'm just driving. I've just taken an Uber. Mind you guys, Uber is probably the best app to use for us if we don't have a local SIM to book the taxi, because the prepaid taxi at the airport was quite expensive. It was almost double the amount. Like, I got this in 3,000 Sri Lankan rupiah, and the guy at the prepaid taxi center was charging me around 7. So yeah, I think that's a good tip. So we just checked into this very beautiful heritage stay option. If you're someone who is into yoga and spa, you would love this stay. It's also very economical and it's on top of a nice cafe called the Seat Cafe. The coffee there is really delicious. So we reached Colombo in the evening and headed to the nearest mall and grabbed dinner at this beautiful place called Amanisa. Good morning, it's day 2 in Colombo, and today we're ready at 8 a.m. Yes, because we just have a few hours here in the city. So we're gonna do like a nice heritage tour in a classic vintage car. So very excited for that, and yeah, I'm excited to take you guys around. I've booked this tour with Soul Sri Lanka. So this is our ride for the day. Very fun, guys. It's a classic Sri Lankan car, like a vintage.
So in Sri Lanka there's a lot of British cars because of the British colonial heritage.
This car is actually from which year?
1959.
1959, guys, and it's running quite well. Like,
this is actually Vihara Mahadevi Park. It's at the center of town, close to the town hall. It was initially called Victoria Park, named after Queen Victoria, but later on it was renamed Vihara Mahadevi Park in respect to the mother of one of Sri Lanka's prominent kings.
so right in the middle of the park is this great Buddha statue, which is extremely huge and nice.
So this is the town hall in Colombo. It was built in the 1920s. Currently most of the administration takes place because the municipal council and everything is situated here.
Right. So inside the park there's this World War Memorial which is built in the memory of the military force from Ceylon who lost their lives during the World Wars. After this we headed to the Independence Square, which is a national monument of Sri Lanka, which was built right after Sri Lanka got its freedom from the British rule. This, what we see here, is the statue of their first Prime Minister. He's the father of Sri Lanka, Don Stephen Senayake. Currently this venue is for religious events and annual National Day celebrations. So we are first heading to the arcade. Haran was just telling me that this used to be a mental asylum, which they've now turned into like a shopping arcade. Right there is the clock tower, and this here is the Federation Square or the hall.
From the point where Buddhism came to the country and the different stages of history, and then the arrival of the different colonial rulers up until the point of independence.
So that they are all numbered. These are all visual representation of how Sri Lanka actually led to independence. After this, we drove past the Galle face and reached the colonial guardhouse, which was in the past referred to as King Sir Vikrama Rajasingha's prison cell. And then the heat called for some king coconut. So what we call malai there, what do you call it? You, the same thing here like we do it in India.
Because there's a lot of water.
So sweet and nice, love it.
So what you see behind you is the Seema Malaka temple. It's kind of elevated on the Beira lake, and it's part of what we call the Gangarama temple.
This is the National Museum of Colombo, and we're just gonna see it from the outside because it's under a bit of construction, and today is a Sunday. And then we went to Beira Lake. It's a great place to admire the skyline of Colombo. So now we've come to this local eatery for breakfast, and we're gonna have some local Sri Lankan breakfast here. This is the coconut sambal.
So
This
basically,
is
string hoppers,
string hoppers. That is
potato curry,
potato curry,
and
dal,
then dal.
and the chicken. One thing that I definitely wanted to do with the limited time I have in Colombo is come witness the sunset at Galle, and here we are. You guys are not ready for this. So we stayed here for a while and enjoyed the sunset at the golf face, then headed to the Cargill York Street, which is great if you'd like to take some really amazing pictures on the streets of Sri Lanka.